Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to do a little bit of maintenance on the saw. If you've watched Monday's video, and I'm not sure what the number is on the video, but it is, the title was, did I hit a dog? And I thought I did hit a dog. So we have some saw damage to take care of. It's not all that bad. So I'm going to show you the reality of what happened. I don't like to put things on the channel until I know the facts of what did happen. So now I know the facts. Well, that is what we hit. They took out 14 saw bits, and if you can see, we cut it on a diagonal, which makes it worse because you're cutting a diagonal on it. You're not cutting straight through it. So I brought my little magnet here to show you. This is just a piece of steel, and the magnet really grabs it hard. It's very hard to pull it away, but when you go over to this, it is very barely holding on to the magnet. Okay, reason being, that is high in nickel content, which means it's stainless steel. Okay, the other reason that we ended up hitting this thing, it looks like about an 8-penny nail maximum. Whatever that wire is, I have no idea why they had wire wrapped around it. It come all the way back through there. But if that was actually steel, ferrous metal, that would have been black or purple, and I would have seen that coming up. It was deep in the log, over 24 inches, which my metal detector can only go to 12 inches deep, which means a 24-inch diameter log, you would be really hard pressed to find that. Now, if this was the case here, this guy might have made more of a noise because it's actual ferrous metal. Look how powerful that is on the magnet, and that thing barely likes the magnet at all, because stainless steel will not go onto that. So I got new saw bits, and if you're looking for a good saw shop, here you go. See if you can get a still photo of that. I'll put it up in better lighting. McCormick's and Sons Saw Shop, and I love this. They send us every time I get something. It's the teamwork. I just wish the airport I retired from would see this, because they need more teamwork. They they are definitely yeah, they're definitely out of touch with teamwork there. So anyhow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change some bits out, and we need our saw wrench. If you watched the video of the saw doctor changing the bits, we need one of these wrenches, and I use the actual pin that comes with the wrench, and I'm trying to use one hand, and it's very hard to do with the camera, but Brett used a screwdriver. And we will need some 3-in-1 oil, and then once we get the bits in, we will need our Andrews sharpener, and we're gonna resharpen that whole saw, and we're gonna get this thing ready to saw with, because we have some really nice white oak to get going on. So let's go over and let's start yanking some bits and see what we can get fixed here. All right, we're over at the saw blade, and this is what they call a saw wrench, and basically it is to take the bits out. This is an F-pattern saw, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to work where I'm standing, but I'm just trying to make it best with the camera angle. So you want to do is get the wrench in line with that hole in the shank, and I'm hoping I'm doing all right with the camera, and you just want to jerk the bit up out. So there we go, we got the bit and shank out, and that is total devastation there, because if you look at a new bit versus the old bit, do the math. So what I like to do is I like to set the shank and bit in. I do it a little bit different than Brett does, but 3-in-1 oil, just give it you don't need much. just makes it go in easier. So we're just going to go ahead and just set that baby down in there. Oh, I got to wipe out a little bit of crap behind there. The sad thing is this blade did not saw much more than, I don't think we have 10,000 feet through this saw yet. So I'm going to, and the splitter's in my way here, so let me, all right, I just moved up because the splitter was in my way here. So basically I got it in there now, so we're just gonna just work it down in. I don't have a glove on like Brett, but it's a good idea. So we just want to work it down in there. It's seated. Now we're going to seat the shank, and basically he had used that piece of rod. We're just going to, if you heard a difference in sound there, you're literally bending the shank to the right diameter. And we'll go back here in a bit. We'll get these back in line, but we got 14 more to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these switched out, and then we're going to do a sharpening on the blade, and we should be ready to saw. All right, we got all the bits in, so I just put a big X on there so I know where I'm at, and I try to use my foot as a brake on the saw, and all we're going to do is sharpen the face. And we're sharpening new bits along with the old bits. That way everything is at the same level of sharpness. And after you get a few bits ahead, you want to look at the face and make sure it is dead flat. And will be as good as new. So I'm going to look at this face right here. It's absolutely perfect. It's razor sharp. So I got to do this 52 times. And then every once in a while I got to get my dressing stick and clean up the face of the carbide. And I'm not seeing my dressing stick here, so I got to get that. But anyhow, it's all you do. You just go through, you hit the face of the bit, you don't do nothing on the top of it, and we should be good to saw here. I'll show you the oak logs that we got coming up here to saw, and it should be a really nice looking wood coming up. So let's get this done. Okay, we got a good sharp saw again. We got all the damaged bits replaced, and again, how fast something can happen. And you know, you can see the carnage there. And like I said, this right here wouldn't have been as bad if I'd have cut that thing right in half, but being stainless steel, being so deep in the log, I had no warning sign that that was even there. I thought I had actually hit that dog. That's why I titled that video that, and I showed you the picture of underneath of the dog. And but on my part, sawing for 36 years, I did make a rookie mistake. When I hit the metal, I should have stopped the carriage, I should have shut the saw off and backed it out by hand, because what I allowed it to do is do double the damage. Even though it had cut the metal, on the way back out, if you watch Monday's video, you'll hear the clanging sound one more time, and that did not help them bits out. So I might have got away with a few less bits being damaged. I can't say for sure if that would have happened, but that was a rookie mistake on my part. If you are running a mill and you hit something, just stop the carriage, shut the saw off, and back it up manually and find out what happened, because when you go reverse, you're going to possibly hit that metal again. So I'm not sure if this video is going to be on the Friday video, but let's go over and take a look at what we are going to be sawing here. And it's all about 6:30 in the evening. It's getting dark quickly. There's one of the white oaks, and we had put the anchor seal on them because these are going to be some really decent white oak. And that's going to be on the Friday Eve video or the next video. I'm not sure. There's a lot going on right now, so we're just we're trying to get stuff done. We're heading towards fall. We're going to get a heavy frost tonight, and I didn't want to come up here in the morning and work on the saw. So there it is. So not sure if it's going to be on the same video or not, but if not, the next thing you will see is we will be sawing that white oak. Alrighty, let's get going. All right, let's saw some white oak. And it's just one of them cold fall days. Started out at 32 degrees. So let's wake things up from their nap. Doggies up, doggies out. And it's a nice log, so let's get rolling here. Now that we got the blade repaired. But them things do happen, and did not expect to find what I found there. But we got lucky. And let's see what that looks like. This log got kind of a flare on one side, not on the other, so I'm not going to taper it. And we'll put the master dog down for safety measures. And let's get that flare off of there. Might need a little bit of chainsaw work, but gonna find out here in a minute. There we go. Bet he can get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of it. We'll bring it down around and we should be all right there. That's a little Ronnie, the saw. All right. So, I'm going to bring it up about right there to turn it. So that way I don't got so much weight on one side. There we go. Let's see what the laser has to say about that. And again, I don't think I'm going to attempt to taper that. That's good. When I roll one more time, we're going to be out of the, we'll be down below the 22 pretty much. I'm going to take one more. Then we'll have it flat. Ronnie seems to be a little faster than Donnie. There we go. Let's put that down on the headlock. the saw seems to be happy. That was a nice gentle little thump. Alright, let's start somewhere around there. Take a little bit more to get a board we can edge off. Alright, got a little short one to come off. Saw blade seems to be pretty happy. A lot of load on that saw right there. All right, let's bring it down. Got a boom from my buddy George. Well, let's start somewhere around there. Let Eddie get that out of there before it gets jammed up. Perfect. As nice as I thought it would be, but it still is nice. Let's work at top face. Clean that up. Just take a little bit off of there, get more of the face on it. Alright, let's see where we are in the pith here. Try to work a better face. That might be a better face for sure. Trying to get it up to the laser a little bit at a time. Oh, let's try that. Much better. Not bad. Take one more, we'll go bring the other face out. Push it tight. All right. Coming down the finish line here shortly. One more and then we'll flip it. Then we'll have 6 1/4, 6 3/8. Seems like the saw is getting better as it's breaking in. Takes a while. We're just going to cut a piece of dunnage out of here, so Eddie a minute to get caught up. see there, it's just ugly. Let's see if we can get some better boards off the other side and just finish this bad boy up. Really nothing nice here. So I'm just going to take it down to 4. And we're just going to split it in half, whatever it is, it is. Stackers. And let's see what the laser says. Sorry about the camera angle there a little bit, but all right, let's go to 6 1/4. We'll get double 3s. 3x4s. Now it'll finish this white oak up. That's it. Alrighty, we will catch you here at the end. There it is. And I don't know, the face boards turned out all right. I mean,
there's some calming in there, no doubt. But yeah,
I've seen,
still got FAS.
I've seen better, but oh well, what are you going to do?
It's white oak.
It's white oak, and that's a good thing going for it. A lot of people want white oak now. Been a really hot seller.
It's a good hardwood. It just won't make a barrel, but It'll make a table, I guess.
Well, at least you got to see what we actually hit on Monday's video. At least it wasn't a dog. And the metal detector, if you listen to it, it will tell you what's going on. But if it gets too deep in the log, it just can't. And being stainless steel, we'll have to do a test sometime and see what stainless steel does versus ferrous metal, if it gives you a stronger signal or less of a signal. But you can see what it did with the magnet. It wasn't even showing it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't even pulling it. So, all right,
We'll find out.
that concludes our blade maintenance, and we're back in the saddle again, and we got one more big white oak to saw, and then we're going to try to get on that white pine.
We have a bunch of it. We have
So,
to get her sold.
all righty. Thanks for coming along, and we'll catch you on next one.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.